Hi students, and welcome to week 3. This is a big and exciting week because we're going to start our first essay project. That's essay 1, the scholarship essay. So you're going to see in this folder there is a ton of material, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed because remember, this folder is going to stay open. You can continue using it throughout the semester. I don't think I'm going to close it. I think I might have said that in the syllabus, but I think I'm going to leave it open so that if you need more or to come back to some of this stuff, you're welcome to. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown, and I'm going to look at my other computer screen, so pardon me for not making eye contact with the YouTube video. So we've got a couple of things. I'm going to give you a short overview of Essay Project 1, just a quick orientation you can read through. The idea of this is that we've got a lot of eventually we'll have several essays kind of going at once, so I want to make sure that you're comfortable with essay 1. Then I have a short video called Understanding the Assignment, where I'm going to sort of walk you through kind of analyzing the DMAC Foundation Scholarship Assignment. That's the majority of the work we're going to do this week, is really thinking about that assignment, what is the purpose, who are the readers, and what are all the important elements we need to remember in order to complete this assignment successfully. Definitely something that a lot of people sort of neglect. They often want to just jump into a writing assignment and not consider all those elements that maybe we should spend a little time on in the beginning. So we're going to do that a lot this week. So in addition, I'm going to give you a link to the DMAC Foundation homepage. Hopefully you can get a better sense of the purpose and the readers by looking at the materials they create about themselves. Also, I'm going to have you analyze the assignment, purpose, readers, etc. I'm going to have you read your How to Write Anything text on scholarships and college application essays. Lots of really helpful tips in here, and do a short just kind of response on that. We're going to build a rubric as a class, so I'm going to have you follow a link to a Google document, and I'm going to have everybody add an element to the rubric. What that means is that we're all just going to add elements of requirements. So one of the requirements of this essay is that you describe your goals, academic and professional. Okay, so that should be on the rubric. One of the other things on the rubric is that the essay needs to be single-spaced, so that needs to be on the rubric too. We're going to think about everything from kind of the big picture stuff for this essay all the way back to the kind of nitty-gritty details. And then I'll help you with that rubric as well. I'll kind of polish it up when we get done this week, and that's the one everyone will use when you turn in subsequent essays. I've got a little bit of material on brainstorming you can check out if you need help with brainstorming specifically to this essay. I've got some short videos, kind of a scholarship essay pep talk for some people who are frustrated or worried that they're maybe not qualified. I think you'd be surprised at the students who achieve these scholarships. Also, if you can't win this scholarship or you really don't need it, we can come up with alternatives. I give you a little assignment in here where if this really is not going to work for you and you need a different alternative, we can come up with something together. I would say that this gets a little tricky, so I would really take a look at whether you might be able to win this scholarship or not, and whether you could use the money or not. This might apply to people who aren't coming back to DMAC. I've had students in the military who really don't need the money because they're on the GI Bill. So if that's you, you can take a look at item number, it's like the second to the last item, and consider that. I want to discourage you from doing that, but if you really need to, we can work something out. And then the last thing that I'm going to have you do this week, and hopefully we'll get it done this week, is I'd like you to write a first draft of this essay. Don't freak out. The first draft of this essay is just a first draft. There's no need to be stressed about it. But I'd like you to write a first draft, and then I'm going to have you post it in a discussion board. The purpose of that is I'd like to be able to have you share it with your classmates next week and give each other feedback on that essay. So remember, just a first draft. No need to be stressed about it, but remember, we do want to get started early, and we want to get writing as much as possible. So at the end of this week, we're going to shoot for, this is our goal, to have a first draft of Essay 1 done. So lots of materials this week on analyzing the assignment, brainstorming, thinking about the reader and the purpose, We're going to create a rubric so we know where to go, and then we're just going to get writing. So good luck. Let me know if you have questions or concerns. Just one final thing to note. So after we get done with this week's assignments, when you're ready to turn in your second draft of Essay 1, we'll do it in a different folder, and I'll remind you of that. But that folder is going to be your Essay Project 1 folder under your course content, which is also going to open up this week. So remember, this is my first time teaching the class this way, so hopefully it's not too confusing. Let me know if it is. I'm happy to help. Great work so far. I'm excited to see all the things you guys have done, and yeah, let's get going.